Welcome to the TNT podcast, where we discuss all of the hottest current events within hip hop culture, album reviews, politics within the music industry, and more. You all know me by Tellurian. I am one half of the TNT podcast, and of course, I have my brother here with me.
Yes, sir. My name is Timothy. I'm the other half of the TNT podcast, and we're here with the shits. We are bringing unbiased, unfiltered, honest conversations about hip hop and the culture. So if you're sensitive about your favorite artist or public figure, go on ahead to the next podcast, but you can still follow us though. Just remember, these are our opinions, and we are only speaking on behalf of us. Thank you all for tuning in.
All social media platforms will be in the description for each and every episode, so don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Peace and love.
Episode 47 of the TNT podcast, TNT. We are here. We're back with another one. I got my brother Tellurian here with me. How are you doing, King?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Life is good. There's a lot of good things happening. Music, movies, shows. So yeah, man, I'm good. What about you, bro? Been doing anything interesting?
Oh man, I'm good over here on my end. Can't complain. Trying to stay positive over here. Same old with me. Nothing too crazy. Still quarantined in. Not really much we can do during quarantine. So, same thing. I feel like I say the same thing every time. I'm pretty sure our listeners are probably just like, nigga, say something else. But no, nothing too crazy over here. I know you're the one that's always in some shit. So what have you been up to?
I actually chilled this weekend. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was actually at the house, just fight night. Was just watching fights on my the fights that were happening yesterday. So that was really, I was in the house the whole time until like later last night. I just went to the bar right behind me, and then I came back. But I was only there like a couple of hours. So, but I didn't really do much. I was actually chilling this weekend.
That's what's up. Everything good with the fam? Everything.
Oh yeah. Things positive. Are good. People are doing. Yeah, my people's in Dallas are good. My people in Ghana are good. But yeah, family's doing good. What about you? How's everybody?
Yeah, man, same here. Everybody's good over here. Mom's doing good. I was supposed to go visit her this past weekend for her birthday. Her birthday is next Tuesday, I believe. But some things came up. Some family stuff came up, so we're gonna have to postpone that. Probably go down and visit her probably by the end of the month. Raquel's good. Her family's good. Everything's good, man. Everything's good right now. I'm not gonna lie. I can't complain. All positivity over here. So
yeah, man. I'm gonna be coming in like a month, bro. So I'm excited about that. I'm at least be home for like at least a week. So that'll be fun.
That'll be for Shaq's wedding, right?
Yeah. My homie getting married.
Yeah, man. Salute to Shaq, man. That's a big one. That's a big step, man. I've known Shaq for a long time. I met him. Man, I think I've known him since at least elementary school. I think I definitely think he went to J.O. Davis with me, if I'm not mistaken.
That's funny. That's funny. I didn't meet Shaq till like high school, I think. That's the crazy. Yeah. Like I was. Yeah, that's crazy. I think you said you knew him since elementary. Yeah, I didn't meet him till like high school. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. He used to. He went to elementary school with me. We went to middle school together. He lived. I used to live on MacArthur with my dad. He lived like right around the corner from my house, so he would always come to my house and hang out. Shout out to Nicole Johnson. Same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. She used to come over too. So shout out to the both of them, man. But definitely shout out to Shaq. This is a big one. I'm happy for him.
Yes, sir.
This is a big step that he's about to take. I met his fiance, very wonderful woman. So shout
out to Amber. Shout out to Amber, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Amber. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's some big things happening this year. Big things happening.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be big in music, families, movies. It's a lot happening.
Yeah, man. Definitely. But yeah, we got some stuff to get to today, man. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Same.
I'm always excited whenever we get new music from some of our most favorable people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Where do you think we should start with this today? We got a lot to get into.
You want to start with
Let's
you want to start with the like the
we can start with the documentary. We can start with documentary.
you want to start with that? You want to start with that?
Yeah, let's start with some TV talk, man, because we're gonna get some
Okay.
TV talk in, man. The Biggie documentary is was called "I Got a Story to Tell."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, crazy, crazy, crazy documentary, man. Biggie. While I was watching it, I was just thinking to myself, like, Biggie is such an incredible soul. Like, you know,
Bruh.
um, there were different parts. First of all, I like how they got really, really candid with all of the people that were close to him, his friends,
Mm-hmm.
like D-Rock.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they had Diddy on there, because when I was watching it, at first, like, I didn't see Diddy. I was like, you can't do a real Biggie documentary without Diddy. Like, that
Oh yeah.
don't even go. But yeah, man, new Biggie documentary on Netflix. If y'all are wondering, if y'all haven't checked it out yet, please go check it out. It's a very dope documentary. And basically it just went, over like the backstory of Biggie's life, like kind of behind the music. Because I don't know if we've ever I haven't seen too many Biggie documentaries.
That's what I was just about to say. There's a few documentaries out there, but people be like, "Dang, I feel like we're hearing the same thing over and over." But this documentary wasn't the same as the other ones I've watched of Biggie. Like, if you go search, there's a few Biggie documentaries out there, but it's something about this one that's a little more different, because they went a little bit more in depth about kind of like the origins of like where he's like Brooklyn, and then the origins of like his mom being from Jamaica. Like, he didn't go that deep into the other documentaries, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like that's where his actual roots are, like in Jamaica. And it's like he's from Brooklyn, but it's just like when they went back in time to where his mom moved to Brooklyn, they didn't ever give those type of backstories of when his mom moved to Brooklyn, how she was working, how every year she was saving up so they can go to Jamaica. And so yeah, and how when he would go to Jamaica, he would be playing music with his uncle. They didn't ever give those type of backstories in the documentary. So this documentary was definitely needed. And then with the video footage, I never knew he would always tell just D-Rock to just start recording and all the time. So that was definitely something I didn't know that was happening. So, but yeah, this documentary definitely showed a whole nother side. So I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah, man, definitely 100% with going to the backstory in regards to his mom. Because some of those things, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, some of those things I wasn't aware of.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how they had, his uncle in there speaking. They had
Mm-hmm.
Lil C's in there.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get to hear from Lil Kim. I mean, she was in some of the footage, but we didn't really get to hear from Lil Kim, and I'm not really sure, kind of where they were like what their relationship was like, when he died. I'm not really sure about that, because they came out with the Notorious movie, and I feel like I remember a long time ago hearing that Lil Kim was a little bit upset with how she was depicted in that movie, and some of the things that they showed in that movie were not, it was incorrect. And I remember her saying,
So I did hear that. I definitely heard that. I think the way their relationship kind of ended, I think it was a thing where they were supposed to, after all the craziness that happened, I think it was a thing where I think Biggie and Kim was going to get back together, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so I think there was something. I think they were trying to rekindle something, possibly, but maybe she just didn't want to do the documentary, or maybe she just really didn't have the time. I honestly don't even know, as far as Kim being a part of this documentary. But of course, we saw Faith, and I'm actually surprised they didn't have his kids on there, because I've seen his kids speak about him before, like on different interviews, like his son and his daughter. But yeah, I'm actually shocked they didn't like put them in the documentary. But Nah, it was dope. You know what the part that kind of tripped me out was how, you know, his grandmother, his Jamaican grandmother on his mom's side is still alive, and how she saw when he like when it came on the screen that he got, you know, killed. That and she was in Jamaica. That was crazy. Like I never even knew about that. And
Yeah,
that was a crazy part. And the crazy part is like you don't ever hear about his, you know, his dad's side because his dad just dipped out or whatever. And so yeah, hearing about his mom's side, like Jamaica, and yeah, that was crazy. Hearing all of that stuff.
yeah, man. Yeah, I wasn't aware of certain things that they were talking about
Mhm.
throughout this documentary, and yeah, man. Uh, it's crazy how like D-Rock, man, he was talking about how you know he was in the car, you know, when Biggie was shot.
Mhm.
Um, and you know, they were even saying, you know, when he recorded the second album, Life After Death,
Mhm.
um, you know, he was talking about how he wanted to go back to Cali because he felt like he needed to like, you know, build a connection with those fans because he didn't want the
Mhm.
West Coast and the East Coast beef to, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it was crazy how they were telling him like, nah,
Don't do that.
not
Like
a
they
good
were
idea.
warning him to not go to Cali.
Yeah, and like nah, but
Man.
but it's just crazy to see like how Biggie was just he was a special soul, man. He was a special soul.
Bro.
And you know, throughout the documentary when he was, you know, talking about how he didn't even really like listening to hip hop a lot. He was listening to like
Yeah, he didn't even
R&B
listen to hip hop. That's
right.
crazy. He
And
did, but he didn't. Like
right,
it's
exactly.
crazy.
That but that's crazy though because a lot of our god MCs, some of the best MCs, they don't draw from hip hop. They they
Yeah,
they they get their inspiration from like other genres,
jazz. Yeah, like
other
jazz and classical music and reggae and yeah, it's crazy.
right, man. And he, you know, he was talking about how he would listen to country, like he would come home listening to country
Hmm.
and stuff like that. And I was just the whole time I was watching it, man, I was just like, it would have been great to have him here still
Oh yes, man.
because I definitely think that he would have been in the same position that Dr. Dre is in, Diddy is in, Jay is in. He definitely would have
Facts.
been like a mogul for hip hop.
Facts.
Um and you know,
Facts.
I don't have to go into how
Him
different
as an MC.
him as an MC. Like I was watching it, and you know they were
uh,
playing like some of the demos and stuff like that. And you know he had this one shit where he was like, "I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s. This shit never ends." I was like,
yeah, that man was
"Damn,
that man was kicking the hardest rhymes, bro. Like and it's funny when you hear his demo tapes before he dropped like his album or whatever. It's like you hear all this aggression. He's like he was really letting them hear him, and he was like, "I'm gonna spit the hardest rhymes, and these things this gonna be crisp. So when y'all hear me, y'all gonna have to give me a album deal, a deal. Y'all have to after
man,
hearing me, because that dude was just." They said, and when Diddy was talking about how he kept rhyming. He just didn't want him to stop. He was just like he don't know what planet Biggie came from because he didn't have that like LL Cool J flow. He didn't have another type. They was like, where is his flow coming from? Like it was
yeah,
like, where did he create this? It was almost like he kind of created his own flow of rap. That's kind of crazy. There's almost a just Biggie's there's it's almost Biggie's in his own lane, own category. Like when it comes to just rapping. Cause I always say Biggie got one of the coldest flows. Besides his actual rhymes, his rhyme scheme is actually one of the coldest. And his voice, yeah, man. It's do you have a preference on or do you think one is better than the other out of the Ready to Die album and Life After Death album?
oh man, I wish you didn't ask me that just now,
do you think one is better than the other one? Or like
man.
do
So
you,
I'm
do you
not
have
gonna
a
lie. For the longest, Ready to Die was like the greatest album to me for the longest time.
yep,
And I
same.
mean, I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying that it like I don't feel like I do think that album is like a top 10 album. of all time. But it's something about Ready to Die, man. Like like Everyday Struggle is on that album.
Yes.
The title song on that album is crazy to me. Give Me the Loot.
Give me the loot. Give me the
The
loot.
What
Yeah.
with Method Man is
Oh man, I think that's
record.
the only. I think that's the only feature.
That's the
Method
only
Man.
feature.
That's crazy. That's
He
one
did
of the
it.
best. That was probably the best choice in feature to go with the way he rhymed. Like man,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's
So
crazy.
to answer your question, I'm gonna go with Ready to Die. However, when I listen to Life After Death, golly,
That album is incredible, bro. That album
oh
is
my
incredible.
god, like niggas bleed and
That
what's
storytelling ability that he's doing on Life After Death is just
yeah, man. Like sky is the limit to me. Like there's records to me in hip hop where it's like these are Sky's the Limit is like one of those records where it's like this is a representation of what hip hop really is. Like Sky's the Limit, Wu-Tang Clan, Cream, DMX, Slippin', Jay-Z,
oh
Don't
man.
Cry. Like
Yeah, man.
those Sky's the Limit. Like those are some of the greatest. Kanye West with what's the record on College Dropout? All Falls Down. God damn.
All Falls. Oh, one of my favorite Kanye songs. Wow, yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of that, but
yeah, I couldn't either.
Records like that, those are songs that just make you like this is what hip hop really is, man.
This is true hip hop. When rappers get into that bag where they're talking about it's just like certain topics, and you just be like, this is what hip hop is. This is because of course we have the fun songs, like songs where people just showing their lyrical ability, and then you just have those songs where it's just that they go further than them just trying to be lyrical. They're just trying to actually, I guess, kind of say be like, not make it like where it's soft or whatever, but kind of just like where it's just something real that they're talking about. And but yeah, because MCs could always showcase their lyrical ability, but when you can kind of get into that bag where it's just kind of something heartfelt type of thing, that'd be kind of dope when people can go to that place. Because his first album, he wasn't trying to make any sky's the limit type of thing. He was in a whole nother type of mindset. And that's the crazy thing you can see between those two albums. There was like a whole different life change in between those two albums. That Ready to Die was like literally ready to die. He was his mind was all over the place. He was just talking about how life really is with him right now. And then it's like you could see kind of this whole other side of life with Life After Death. It was just like a whole like life change. So, man, yeah, shout out to Biggie, man. Those two albums are iconic. That's probably one of the rappers that has a back-to-back classic album.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that 100%. Because when I listen to those albums, man, like I said, it's hard for me to choose which of those albums I consider to be, better. But his trajectory, man, it was man, I have no doubt in my mind that Biggie would have been one of our icons, one of our
goats,
one of our
biggest
moguls.
But
that's
crazy.
Man.
It's crazy. And it's funny because I was watching some documentary of him, like some other documentary one time, and he said he was only going to give about 4 or 5 albums and he was going to be done. So he was definitely looking to start up something after at least his second album. He was going to be Diddy and Jay-Z and all of those, and Ross. He was going to be a mogul. Like he was going to be that person that signed artists. That would have been so crazy to just see that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I feel like Biggie was gonna do some big things, but yeah, shout out to Biggie. That was a great documentary. Like I always say, I'm a documentary junkie, and especially on my favorite MCs of all time. Like so, that was that was definitely needed. I want to see more. I want to see more documentaries like that. I want to see a Rakim documentary. I want to see a Big Daddy Kane. I need them to. I want to see these stories.
They have a Wu-Tang documentary. It's the of men in mics. I think it was like a 3-part documentary.
Oh, I think I've heard of that one. I don't know if I've watched that.
Oh yeah, I watched it. You know, I got the hat on right now.
Yeah, man.
I'm Wu-Tang all day. I watched all 3 parts. They broke down everything, like where they started and all that shit. You should definitely go check that out. But yeah, man, I definitely want to see more documentaries. Like you said, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, KRS-One.
Man, you know how I felt about KRS-One, bro. That's definitely somebody I would love to see.
Yeah, man.
Story in a documentary form or even like a movie. But yeah, man, I love, like I said, I love documentaries. So yeah, keep these documentaries coming, especially the Netflix. I love the documentaries they put on Netflix for sure. So
oh yeah, for sure. Rest in peace, Biggie, man. Rest in
peace. R.I.P.
Great documentary. Again, it's called I Got a Story to Tell. It's on Netflix. If y'all want to go check it out, definitely go check it out. But yeah, man. Anything else on TV that you've been checking out or?
No, I recently saw this the second Coming to America. I liked it. Of course, not as much as I like the first one because the first one is just amazing, just a classic. But the second one was good. Man, the way they was dressing, the clothes. Oh my God, man, the clothes were just. They definitely leveled up on the way that the clothes look from the first one. Because in this one, the clothes are just amazing. They killed it. They killed it. They brought mostly every character back, and of course introduced new characters. And but yeah, go see Coming to America 2. Go see. I'm just giving out movies. I guess people should definitely go see or watch Judas and the Black Messiah. What else? Tiger Woods documentary. Of course, this Biggie documentary. What else? Is there anything that's been out? Movie, TV show. I've been basically movies and documentaries. Really, I'm trying to find some shows to get into. So, but yeah, those are just a few things like off the top of my head. Malcolm and Marie, of course, we talked about. If you haven't seen that, go see that. Might only want to watch it once because it's kind of exhausting. But nah, the acting is immaculate. So you know what I'm saying, it's almost perfect. But yeah, those are just a few things I'm off the top of my head I can think of. But you been watching anything new or catching any new movies or other documentaries or shows?
I just been stuck on my Jersey Shore.
I feel like you was gonna say Jersey Shore. I was like, man, I need to just watch that.
Yeah, man. I've been stuck on my Jersey Shore, but no, man. I'm actually interested in seeing the new Justice League movie that they're going to be putting out. Because you remember they did the Justice League movie when they brought Ben Affleck in, and that shit was so trash. It was so garbage.
That was a pretty trash Justice League movie. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
Yeah, so
that was pretty bad.
What they did was they brought a different director in, Zack Snyder, I think is his name. Same characters and everything. They're just gonna redo it, and it looks
hallelujah.
It looks pretty damn good. Like I've seen some previews of it, and it looks like it's gonna be way better than the one that they put out a couple of years back because that shit was completely garbage. And I think they're gonna put it out on HBO Max if I'm not mistaken. Whenever it comes out, I don't know what the date is, but I'm looking forward to seeing that because I love Marvel, but I'm a DC guy. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm a DC dude. I love the Flash. The Flash is probably my favorite superhero. Ever. I love Batman. I love Superman.
Same. Yeah, I think I'm more of a. Is it Marvel? Maybe. I guess I'm more Marvel. Well, I love DC, but I guess to me that they've been dropping the ball on movies. And I feel like Marvel has just been killing it with movies.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I think. That's what it is. I'm a DC fan, but their movies haven't been like hitting like the Marvel movies have. But I feel like eventually they're gonna pick it up and things are kind of gonna be good with the DC side of movies. But I know DC has really good shows, and so but you know, as far as movies, they've been kind of just eh. But that I want to see, you know, this new Mortal Kombat movie. That look like it's gonna be cold. I'm ready for that.
That was what I was going to say next. That new Mortal Kombat movie looks fucking fire. The
Bruh.
two Mortal Kombat movies that they have out right now are garbage, and they
Mm-hmm.
look like they got this one right. The fatalities look fucking
Bruh.
the fucking special effects look fucking dope. Everything looks dope about this Mortal Kombat movie. I'm 100% ready to see this damn movie. I think it comes out April something, like April 12th or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, man. It's some good stuff coming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's some good stuff coming. I'm excited, and I think they said it's supposed to be like another Spider-Man, but with all three of them.
I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that too. I'm not sure when that's supposed to come out because I know
Mm-hmm.
they're working on another Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
The in the universe where Zendaya's in it. I know they're working on another
yeah.
movie.
Okay, yeah. And I would love to see you know, like a Miles Morales real Spider-Man, like you know, the Black Spider-Man. So I would because you know they gave us the animated one, which that was fire. I saw that one, but I would love to see a real Spider-Man, like Miles Morales Spider-Man, so like a black Spider-Man or whatever. But
Yeah,
I heard there's like 20 Spider-Mans. It's a whole Spider-Man universe, so they can keep this Spider-Man thing going forever. Like
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
There's universes for every fucking story in Marvel.
yeah,
Um,
man.
but no, I completely agree with what you were saying. Going back to the DC thing, I'm a DC guy, but I do think DC movies are trash.
Mhm,
Marvel has been hitting it out the ballpark every time with all their movies.
mhm.
Like they've just been bodying this shit. And I do think
Yeah.
that DC has some pretty decent TV shows. I wouldn't say that they're
Mhm,
the best. Like I've been watching The Flash for a long time now, and I can honestly say that show hasn't been that
mhm.
good since like season 2. Um,
Yeah, I liked what was the one show? I think it's Gotham. I think that was I thought that was good.
yeah,
It feels like that was like it seemed like that show didn't last that long, but I liked it.
yeah, I think they just ended that show if I'm not mistaken. So that show just ended. But yeah, no, that was actually a dope show.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
a
man.
good show. But yeah, man, DC shows, you know, they're okay. They just came out with the Superman and Lois show. I definitely want
Mm,
to check that out. That comes on the CW, so that's something that I have on my list of shows that I want to watch.
mm.
Um, of course, I've been watching All American. All American is one of my favorite shows.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. If y'all have not seen All American, catch up, please. I today catch up. Like they have the first and second season on Netflix, so you can at least start from there. But All American is, man, that show is crazy.
Yeah, man, they're on season 3 right now. We've been watching it, and it because it comes on CW. Because
Yeah,
I
I
know a
gotta
lot of
catch
people.
up. I gotta catch. I think I'm on like episode 4. I think
Yeah.
of
So
season 3.
yeah, definitely check out All American. But yeah, that's really all the shows that I've really been keeping up with right now. Can't really think of anything else. Um, but yeah, that'll
Yeah,
wrap
man.
up the TV talk.
Yeah, man.
We got some music to get to though.
Yes, sir.
Got some
Let's talk about it.
motherfucking music to get to.
Let's talk about it.
Um, man, Anderson Paak and Bruno Mars, man.
Leave the door open.
Look, man, that shit sounds so good and refreshing. And we
Yeah,
talked about this
man.
in the last episode, man. I already knew exactly what we were gonna get. These two paired together is the perfect dynamic. Like
Yes.
whoever's idea this was, they're a genius because these two they complement each other so well. Um,
It's crazy,
they,
bro.
they make similar sounding music, and it's almost like soul meets funk.
Yep.
And they just brought it together, and it just sounds great. And this record that they released, um, it makes me more excited for the album. Like I'm ready to hear the entire album. I watched Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak on The Breakfast Club. Bruno Mars never does interviews. I've never heard Bruno Mars talk before. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Really?
I've never heard him talk.
Really?
I've
You know what's
never
so
heard him talk.
funny? So did you ever used to watch the 60 Minutes show?
Yeah.
He did a 60 Minutes, and it was talking about his whole life story. He was talking on there, so and it was going through his whole life, and I didn't know like how deeply in poverty he came out of. Like it was to see his story, see how like big of a brand and how big he is now is crazy. So I had seen maybe like a couple interviews here and there, but now that I think about it, there ain't a lot of interviews of him. Like The Weeknd and some other people, they don't really do interviews often, so that doesn't actually surprise me.
Yeah, they don't talk about it. So it really surprised me that he decided to do the Breakfast Club. I was like, out of all places, like why would you why would you do the Breakfast Club? But
Man, the Breakfast Club is lit, man. It's almost like if people don't want to do interviews, they'll do it for the Breakfast Club or maybe like Hot 97 or somewhere. They'll do those. It's just like a select few places they'll go to, and I feel like the Breakfast Club is a good platform. So
yeah. I definitely think they're a good platform, but it's just crazy to think because I know even in the interview, like I can't remember what question Charlemagne asked. I think he asked something to Anderson .Paak. I can't remember what he asked, but Bruno Mars was like, this is what he's supposed to do. Like this is his job. He's supposed to like stir up controversy. So it's just crazy to me that Bruno
yeah,
Mars, somebody that we don't hear from at all, he would decide to go there. But no, yeah, definitely the Breakfast
yeah,
Club. They are 100% like at the top of the food chain. Like
mm-hmm.
you want to go to the Breakfast Club,
Yes,
but
sir.
it was just real interesting to see how this came about.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really anything deep to it. Like I think Anderson .Paak was just like he called Bruno Mars called him one day and was like, let's do something. Let's do something together.
If I'm Anderson .Paak, I'm saying yes.
Yeah.
Bruno is bigger than me. I'm going to say yes, and I already got fans, so that's just gonna make my fan base bigger, because his fan base is already huge, and that's gonna put his fan base on my music. So I'm definitely and they just mesh well together. That's just good music, period.
Yeah, and I feel like Bruno fans are Anderson .Paak fans. They just
Yeah,
don't know of Anderson .Paak yet.
yeah, exactly.
Once they hear that and they see it, they're gonna be like, yeah, man, like this is dope because they have the same fans.
And they got that same sound. Yeah, it's man, and hearing that song and watching the video, it makes me want to see them live together.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
Like
bruh,
we talked about this in the last episode, man. This is one of those times where like the pandemic just kind of fucks everything up because, like I
man,
said, some music, some groups, they're made for the live show, and I feel like
yes,
this whatever they're about to give us is for the live
the
show.
lives, bro. It's it's that instrumentation. It's that live band, live music sound that they have. And it's oh my god, I have to see this live. Even if if it takes a couple years for them to do this to go live, I want to see them live. Even if they like maybe we can't do it next year or maybe it might have to be the year. I want to see it. I want to see this in person.
Yeah, 100%. I've never really like I said the last episode. I'm not too familiar with Bruno Mars. I wouldn't mind seeing him live, but I've already seen Anderson .Paak live. I've seen him live twice, and he puts on one hell of a show.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure Bruno Mars puts on one hell of a show as well.
yeah,
So I know that this live performance is going to be fucking insane.
yeah,
So
man. I say go, bro. I say you say you're not really big on Bruno Mars. I say go back and listen to some stuff, bro. Bruno got good music for real.
yeah, I need to. I need to do my homework. And I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that. Um, because I know that from the way people talk about Bruno Mars,
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that he makes quality music. I just
Mm-hmm.
never really. I guess like the few records that I heard from him like a long time ago, like Grenade and
Mm-hmm.
all those records, like they were. I don't know. I guess back then I wasn't really too drawn to the whole like pop thing,
Mm-hmm.
whole pop star thing. Like I wasn't really into that. But
Mm-hmm.
the last project that he put out, the 24 years
Man,
old, I've
yeah,
heard records off that album, and
yeah, man,
it sounds good. So
yeah, man. He mixing in some like pop R&B vibes, so it's dope on his latest album. So yeah.
Charlemagne asked him a question
Mm-hmm.
during the Breakfast Club interview about some criticisms that Bruno Mars is cultural appropriating the sound of soul music, and he's been accused of being a culture vulture.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, because we've had talks about this before
Mm-hmm.
on the podcast about certain people like Eminem and Logic.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to get your opinion because he did answer Charlemagne by basically saying that he has never not paid homage.
I
And
was just about to say that.
yeah, and he's never shied away from telling us who he's influenced by, i.e. Prince,
Yeah.
uh James Brown,
Yes.
and so on and so forth. And I feel like again, we spoke about this before. I feel like, like just like Eminem, how I said about Eminem, if you're someone who is paying homage and you recognize and know that you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing without these key people, these gatekeepers,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, if that's what you would call them. I don't know if that's the correct term to use here. If you're paying them homage, then I don't really see that as being a culture vulture because
Mm-hmm. You give
you,
credit. You give credit to where you got your influence, and that's what I'm about to say about Bruno. Because at least I've read different interviews about Bruno, and he always says, without black music, there would be no culture. He was like, he's like, without black music, there would be no me. Like, he's like, I am influenced by even when you hear his early pop stuff, it's like you can hear a blackness in there. Like it's just like he's influenced by black artists. You can see the James Brown influence in his not the performance he did with Beyonce, but his solo Super Bowl performance. He was dancing just like James Brown. It was crazy. And I was like, this is incredible. But nah, I have no problem with Bruno, bro. Like I love Bruno Mars. Like the dancing like James Brown, the singing, I love it all.
yeah,
I don't feel like he's a culture vulture or whatever people want to call him. I don't know. He's awesome to me. He dope to me. I'm gonna keep listening, and this thing he doing with Anderson Paak is about to be huge. So
yeah, and I can definitely say that I can hear from the records that I've heard. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I haven't heard, like, I don't play his full albums like that. I'm not gonna lie, but from the
hmm
records that I have heard, I can definitely hear the Prince influence. Like I can
oh
definitely
yeah,
100%.
hmm
Um,
for sure.
so yeah, I feel like he answered that, the best way that you could possibly answer that. And from the few the what I've seen from him, I don't. It doesn't sound like he's a culture vulture to me. It sounds like
Nah.
he pays homage. And what is Bruno Mars like? Is he like mixed with black
He's
and
Puerto Rican and I forgot what else, but I know he's like Puerto Rican, which a Puerto Rican is a African and Spanish mix.
right? That's what I say. So he's
So
damn near black. So
he's black.
he's black.
So that's a black person. So you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
I don't know what y'all want. uh, but I know he's Puerto Rican. I can't remember if he was Puerto Rican and something else, but I know he's Puerto Rican. Um, from what I remember watching during his 60 Minutes interview. But yeah, Bruno's dope to me.
Yeah,
He fired,
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sir.
Shout out to Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, man. I can't wait to hear this project. It's gonna be great. And I think they said the release date is like April something, right?
I think so.
April.
But they at least gave us a single and a video, so that was fire. The music was just fire. But besides their actual vocals, the background, the instrumentation, everything was just on point. Honestly, that song is low key a masterpiece. I was impressed. I was highly impressed. I was like, this is what I imagined. And man, I can't wait to hear like the upbeat records too. Like it's gonna be crazy. So yeah, man. Shout out to Anderson .Paak. Shout out to Bruno Mars, man, because that's gonna be some great music. And I think they said it's already #1 on iTunes already. So it's like these dudes, this album is gonna probably do numbers, crazy numbers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely crazy numbers. I know Anderson or not Anderson, Bruno Mars. He
do crazy numbers on his own.
Yeah. So shout out to them, man. I can't wait to hear this project. This is probably going to be one of the more highly anticipated projects coming out this year, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like they just tweeted it one day, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars!" So
yeah, I think they had something. I guess they had been working on that for a while, because Bruno's last project was 2016, and so we haven't gotten music since that. And it's like he comes back with Anderson .Paak, so that's kind of crazy. And yeah, this album about to do numbers. I can already feel it, because the way the video got views that fast, and the way it hit #1 on iTunes that fast, it just already shows you when the album actually drops, it's gonna do something crazy.
Yeah, man, 100%.
But yeah, man, shout out to them.
Shout out to Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, man. Some great music coming from there.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Where you want to jump into next?
We're about to get to
with this music
grand finale.
Oh man,
the grand fucking finale, man. Scary Hours 2. Holy
let's go, man.
Your boy Drake, man. Look, boy Drake, man. First of all, I just look. We gotta clap. We gotta clap because
this nigga Drake is he acting different, bro. This man Drake is he rapping different and he acting different. This is the Drake I like right here. This is the Drake right here.
Look,
this nigga is the nigga. Like,
look,
this is it right here.
I'ma say it. One of you motherfuckers pissed Drake off. I don't know what one of you motherfuckers did. I don't know what happened. One of you motherfuckers pissed Drake off, and I just want to start this off by saying, I know that I've said before that this is going to be the year that we decide if we still want Drake to be the main guy, but this man just continues to like shit on everybody. Like he's about to do 110,000 first week from 3 songs. 3 songs.
That's crazy, bro.
Motherfuckers in this generation can't even do that on their full album.
Man,
3 songs is about to do 110K first week. This is insane.
It's Drake, bro. It's Drake. Drake is different. Drake has even if somebody is a better MC than Drake, Drake just has that just star power on him. He could be out of a group of just crazy lyrical MCs. He could be the weakest in MC and still just, it's something that he says that just kind of I don't know. He just has that type of power, bro, and it's kind of crazy. His influence is like undeniable for sure. And I don't know, man. Great, like Drake. I don't know who pissed him off, bro, but thank you, whoever did it, because this Drake that raps like this is different. This is that like Summer 16. This is that Free Smoke. This is that like this is that Drake. This is that Drake that when he rapping, he snapping. Like it's he snapping. He like okay, y'all don't want to put me in like the best MCs conversation. Okay, I'm gonna show you I can MC too.
I really want to get into that because and yeah, this is not boy Drake. This is man's Drake. This is man's with a Z. This is man's Drake. Who's man's?
Yeah, man. This who man's is this?
Yeah, man.
Drake. Who man's is this?
Yeah. Look, he's rapping like he has a chip on his fucking shoulder. And there's a few things here that we have to break down. There was some Kanye bars in here. We had some big boy talk. Drake doesn't really do the, I'm about to come and show y'all like, how I'm living type of talk. He don't get into that talk very often. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he got into that on that Lemon Pepper freestyle. He was really, letting us know.
That's the one out of the 3 songs that I was like, okay, this nigga's why is he rapping like this? Like I was like, okay.
He was fucking bugging on Lemon Pepper freestyle. Like there was one line when he was like, what did he say? He said, "Oh, this is your hobby? Well, come and meet your maker." And I was like, all right.
Yeah, man. Drake is acting different. I don't know who pissed this man off, but yeah, this is the Drake right here. All 3 of them joints is hard, bro. Yes, if he raps like this album will definitely be a classic. It's his album. This album is almost sounding like it's going to be maybe his other classic.
Yeah, before we break the Lemon Pepper verse down, because we're it's a lot that was said. We're gonna break that down. I was thinking back to 2018 when he released the first Scary Hours EP. It had God's Plan on it, and it had Diplomatic Immunity. And this time around, I didn't hear a song to the caliber of a God's Plan. Now, I do think that the record with Lil Baby, that shit is out of here. Like that shit is out of here.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if that's to the caliber of God's Plan. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna be that big of a record. What's next? Doesn't sound like it's gonna be like that. That sounds like it's just one of them, Drake records that he just, wanted to throw out. And that was the one that we played that leaked. So I feel like, that shit leaked and he was probably just like, let me just go ahead and throw this shit on here. But I was just kind of comparing the first Scary Hours to this one, because I think the first Scary Hours kind of gave us a taste of what the Scorpion album was going to sound like.
Yeah.
And he did have a few big records on the Scorpion album. But at the same time, it makes me think that, like we said, like he's rapping like he has a fucking chip on his shoulder. Like he's rapping like he's tired of all you motherfuckers. Like
pretty much.
He at the in the end of the Lemon Pepper verse, he said y'all's album sound like some motherfucking fire drills. Like,
bruh,
this man is fed up.
Yeah, he getting real disrespectful. He's like now I gotta get disrespectful. Y'all niggas been trying to play me for too long. Like I ain't the nigga. Like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it makes me think that he's been hearing this talk about, Lil Baby being the next one. And, when I played the record with Lil Baby on it.
Bro, Lil Baby needs to be talked about more. People really need to pay attention because Lil Baby is being different. Actually not being different. He's doing what he's been doing. He been killing it. Yeah, he's really been killing it for real.
Yeah, Lil
Pay
Baby.
attention. I'm telling people, pay attention because this man is probably next up. Lil Baby been killing it.
He had the better verse on that record with Drake. And I don't think I think Drake was rapping on that song, but I don't think he was rapping like he was on Lemon Pepper. But a lot of people, man, when the shit came out, a lot of people were like, "How you just gonna let Lil Baby get you like that on your shit?" And it brought up that conversation that we had, man. That Lil Baby he's there, man. He's the next one. He's the next one. And I think a lot of people are that's why I was saying, like, I think this year is a crucial year for Drake because there are a lot of artists that could be, you know what I'm saying, the next one. And I think this EP was him saying stop all that talk. Like
he's like, no, nigga. He's like when I'm here, I'm shining and I'm the brightest star amongst. I'm the superstar amongst stars, nigga. Like, he's like, them niggas is stars. I'm a superstar. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like, nigga, I'm LeBron, nigga. Like, and y'all niggas is, I don't know. I'm LeBron amongst y'all all stars.
Yeah.
Like that's how Drake is being. He's like, nah, nigga, I don't know. I'm the nigga. I don't care. He's like, when I'm on the stage, it's a rap. I don't care what y'all say. And he was rapping like that. And I think with the record with a Lil Baby, I think it was one of those situations where, like how Lil Baby had the better verse. It was probably one of those situations where we were talking about Wayne and I think was it Conway? I think it was. And how Wayne was kind of like touching his verse.
Oh,
Benny, not Benny. My bad. Yeah, Benny. And I think it was one of those situations where you know how the star like set or that person kind of sets that person up to be have the better verse on their song. It was probably one of those situations. Not saying Lil Baby can't rap with Drake because this nigga's been snapping, but it might have been one of those type of situations. And but hey, when Lil Baby stepped up, he stepped up.
No, yeah, it sounded like Lil Baby was like, I'm not finna get on this record with Drake and let him.
Yeah, it ain't gonna ever be a thing. It's like this thing where I heard Wayne say in the interview. He's like, it's never going to be when I'm on a record with someone that they're gonna. He was like, we either gonna be same level. Like I think that's the thing about Wayne. That's something I do admire about Wayne. I could hear Wayne on a verse. I mean, granted, there's been some songs where I heard Wayne rapping with someone and I was just like, I didn't really like his verse. But there are some songs where Wayne is neck and neck with people. And I think it was one of those situations because Wayne was like, somebody's not going to just kill me on a verse. If they put me on a song, he's like, they're not going to kill me on that song. He's like, my verse is either going to be better or we're going to be same neck and neck, something. And I you can hear that when Wayne is rapping next to certain people. But I feel like that's kind of how Lil Baby approached this record with Drake. He was just on some, nah, I'm on a Drake record. And Drake put me on a record, I'm snapping. I don't care. You gotta snap. If Drake is putting you on something, you gotta snap.
I think that he definitely went into that very smart. I'm going to be on a record with Drake. This record is going to chart. It's going to be a big record. So I'm about to do my thing on this shit. And let me tell you right now, he did that. Lil Baby rapped his fucking ass off. Like he definitely had one of the. I know it's only 3 records on this EP, but he had one of the highlight moments on this EP. So and we've championed Lil Baby on this podcast several times. Shout out to Lil Baby, man. He's putting out amazing work. And I'm looking forward to whatever he fucking drops next.
So, yeah, man. Same.
Definitely, same, bro. Baby, man. What do you think about the Kanye bars that he had on that record? Drake said, "I should probably go link with Yeezy. I need me some Jesus. But as soon as I started confessing my sins, he wouldn't believe us." How did you take that? Because I've seen a lot of people kind of, a lot of people taking it as a diss. A lot of people are saying that he ever since the Kim news about them divorcing got out, that he's actually wanting to try to, rekindle his relationship with Ye. How did you take that line?
I don't know. I don't know if he's really just dissing, but I mean, I always feel like with Drake and Kanye, there's always this camaraderie, but at the same time, like this love. Like there's still a love there, even though there was a lot of beef there. But I don't know, bro. They might not ever be back the same.
I've always thought that there was something weird about their relationship. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like they always. I think it was when Drake first came out, they seemed so cool, and after a while, it just seemed like it was on some competing type stuff. Like
I told you, it was the Find Your Love video.
Yeah, man.
Kanye sabotaged Drake with that Find Your Love, and then the Best I Ever Had video. That video was fucking terrible. And ever since then, I've been trying to tell you, man. I think Kanye, for whatever reason, Drake just came and got, he went to number one, and I think a part of me just believes that Kanye is like jealous.
Do you think? Because I'm not gonna lie, Kanye was that person for me. Like it was at a point where Drake couldn't touch Kanye to me, like period. Because I think that was around that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy time frame. Because I think that was the same year Thank Me Later came out, and so, but like before that, it was like Kanye was that person. Like it was like everything Kanye. It's like Kanye is the one, and when Drake came through, it's Drake now. It was like Kanye was that person, and then Drake came through and just, yeah, man. I mean, for me, I will always put Kanye above Drake but Drake is that nigga. Like he's just that person right now. Like there's people I love, like I listen to more than Drake or whatever, but as far as like that superstardom, like how it was Kanye, like how just the most like iconic people, and it was Kanye. Drake is like that person now, and
I think
yeah,
I think that's
what it is. That's all I'm about to say. I think that's what it is.
It's hard for Kanye to accept that because Kanye was that, 10 years ago, and now Drake is that now. Yeah. And I think what upsets Kanye even more is Drake is influenced by Kanye. He is. Now it's like the student is now the teacher.
Like, yeah, he took the spot. He took the spot.
Yeah, the student is now the teacher, and I just think that, man, I'm trying to tell you, if we go back to Nothing Was the Same, I say it all the time. The All Me Drake's verse when he said, "I heard your new shit, nigga hated it. Damon Wayans told me don't play that shit. My new hits is like a greatest hits," or whatever the fuck he said. That shit was about Kanye. I don't care. I don't care because that was when
he's been dissing Kanye for a minute, man.
That was when Yeezus came out, so I know that shit was for Kanye.
Yeah, bro.
I don't care. Like I don't. Their relationship has always been
weird, finicky. It's always been finicky. Like
even Pusha said it whenever he was on the Joe Budden podcast, when he was like, when Drake is there, I can't come around.
He can't be there because he don't play neutral.
He doesn't play neutral. And
you can tell though that I knew that before Pusha said that.
Yeah,
I knew that.
Yeah,
because if he see Drake in the studio, oh nigga, they throwing hands. Pusha T and Drake in the same studio, side by side, in the middle of Kanye, bro. Pusha T ain't gonna care. Like that's no. He not gonna even play that game.
Yeah, man. No, their relationship has always been weird. I don't know the way I took the bar. Him just saying I should probably link up with Ye. I need some Jesus.
He kind of trying to be funny saying that though.
Yeah, I do. I really don't think that he's trying to
Nah.
work that relationship out. I mean, he did say it in the interview with B Dot and Elliot Wilson that he has no desire to fix their friendship right now because he's not the one with the issue. It's Kanye is the one that has the issue.
Mm.
And I love Kanye West, man. I love everything that good music has produced, but I my stance on that whole Pusha T beef, but I do think that there
Yeah.
is some truth to Drake helping Kanye and Kanye kind of stabbing him in the back a little bit. I do believe that. I don't believe with the whole narrative that Kanye told Pusha and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I don't
But
believe that. I don't. I 100% don't believe that.
yeah, I don't believe that part, but I do think it is a little messed up on Kanye's part to be friends with Drake and then produce Infrared. I can understand.
Oh.
I can understand what Drake is
Yo.
where Drake is coming from. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm
That's
telling you.
crazy.
You
Oh my
can't
God, man.
you can't sit here and because you have to think about it. You can't sit here and be my homie and we work on music together and I'm coming to write for you and then you produce the record where your guy is talking about how I don't write my own music. That don't go together. That don't go together. Like how do you do that?
Bro.
How do you do that? That don't make no sense. So I do understand where Drake is coming from when he talks about that. But
What did Pusha T say? He said,
it was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin.
oh my God. He said, how could you ever right these wrongs when you
You
don't
don't
even
even
write
write
your
the song.
songs? Oh my God.
Now let us all
Let's
play.
all play along.
We all know.
We all know what
We're
real.
waiting on.
We already know what real niggas is waiting on. Oh my what? Oh my God, bro. Oh, dang! I'm just thinking about he really produced that.
Yeah.
Dang, man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So I don't think that that Drake has any
Oh man.
desire to continue that relationship with Kanye.
Oh man.
But then a lot of people were kind of analyzing it and they broke down the second part of it where he said, when I get to confessing, he wouldn't believe us. So a lot of people were saying he was saying that I should link up with Ye and we should rekindle our relationship. But once I start telling the truth, he wouldn't believe me. People making it seem like he really did have something with Kim Kardashian before maybe her and Kanye got together or something like that.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've heard a lot of people say that that's a reach, but it's really not. Like it's really not a reach.
I mean,
Like,
how that actually might be true. Like,
yeah, it's really not a reach. I think people are making it a bigger issue and a bigger deal than what it should be because if Kim did do something with Drake before her and Kanye got together, what's the problem? Like I don't.
That was before. It's dead now. Like,
Yeah, what's the problem? As long as she wasn't seeing Drake while her and Kanye were together,
that's the case.
That would be a different story.
Bro, that's a whole nother. Oh my God, like that's like on some like nigga, we might have to fight outside type stuff. Like,
yeah, that would be a different story.
Like,
but
meet me outside today, nigga. like
yeah, man. Yeah, I think that would be a different situation. But if they did have a relationship before her and Kanye got together, I don't really see what the big issue is.
It's like y'all. Bro, I can never get over how critics and the audience and the fans are on some. I'm like, y'all niggas is more upset than Kanye is. If that's what was the case beforehand, why do y'all care about that? That's the past. What did you expect? Like, what do you want out of this? Y'all trying to vouch for Ye harder than Ye. Like, Ye is more chill about it than y'all are. Y'all need to relax.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
I
man.
totally agree. But I don't know. Me personally, I don't think that their relationship is ever gonna work out again. I mean,
It's not salvageable, I don't think.
it's unfortunate because I think that they had potential to make more great music together. Even though I always go back to that. Watch out for me, I'm about to blow. That shit was that shit was fucking garbage. That
That's
shit
funny.
fucking trash. But yeah, man, let's get to this Lemon Pepper record, man.
Yes,
Look,
sir. Yes, sir.
you know when Drake
And
gets
Ross.
when he gets over the Drake and Ross, that's a whole nother conversation. But when Drake gets over those beats where it's like they got the singer singing melodically in the background, and it's like the beat is like faint, you already know Drake's about to go off. Because when you have the ride from Take Care, you have Do Not Disturb from More Life. And let me just say this. We have to give Drake more credit for he's gone on a run with opening and closing projects. I think all of Drake's openers, Fireworks on Thank Me Later, Over My Dead Body on Take Care.
Over My Dead Body is hard.
Tuscan Leather, one of
Free
Drake's.
Smoke on More Life.
Free Smoke on More Life. Tuscan Leather is a top 5 Drake record.
Tuscan Leather. Oh my God, that song right there.
Top 3 Drake record.
That's a top Drake song, bro.
That's a top 3 Drake record. Even Survival from Scorpion was hard. Like that shit was hard as fuck. Man. Yes, and bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know what the opener was to Views. I ain't even gonna lie.
I don't like that album, so I don't really remember.
I ain't even gonna
It might be fire. I can't even remember. I hardly go back to that project. It's like maybe 5. It might be like 7 songs out of 20. I don't know, like on that project that I actually listened to. But yeah,
man. But nah, man. The Lemon Pepper freestyle, man. Drake and Ross, match made in heaven. They
never miss. Both of them guys never miss when they rapping together. And like we said, we need to be putting, or I don't think they talk about Ross enough. I mean, they talk about Ross a lot, but this man's discography and these songs and these features, and I don't know, bro. Ross is different, bro.
I've been saying that, man. I've been saying that for a long time, man. Ross has one of the best catalogs in mainstream hip hop. I don't care what nobody says about that. Like
yes, bro.
And he is. A lot of people don't give him credit for being a great lyricist. Like
Rick Ross, a lyricist, bro. He's Ross really a lyricist. His pen game is really real, bro. This man pen game. I just can't get over that Devil in a New Dress, bro. Like when I heard that, I was like, this nigga's a lyricist, bro. I don't know why people ain't been putting him in that lyricist conversation.
Oh man, I've been put him in the lyricist conversation. We don't have to talk about Ross. And I just want to say right now, I don't believe for 1 second that there is a Ross and Drake project in the works. Chad Ochocinco put out a tweet saying that they are currently working on a joint project, and I don't believe anything that Chad Ochocinco says. I didn't believe anything whenever he was in the NFL. I don't believe anything that he said. So I'll need to hear Ross or Drake confirm that before I believe that. But if we did get a Drake and Ross project, that is going to be the most beautiful, luxurious.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God!
The beats are gonna be insane. The rhymes fucking production is
gonna be nuts. 40, and I don't even know if Rick Ross, what his relationship is with the Justice League. I don't know if they're still doing shit, but 40 in Justice League, Rick Ross and Drake, orgasm.
Eargasm.
Eargasm and orgasm. Fucking A. Like I would love to hear that. I would love to hear that because it makes me think of Stay Scheming. It makes me think of Lord Knows. Oh my God.
Lord knows. Oh my God. Yes,
Lord
bro.
knows that is a top 3 That's probably Drake's best verse. That's probably the best verse that Drake ever spit in his entire career.
Lord knows it's crazy.
It's yeah, I don't care.
That's a
But
crazy record.
I want to break down some of these goddamn bars because Lemon
Yes,
Pepper
sir.
Freestyle, this motherfucker was going ham. The first line that stood out to me that made me happy was when he because we've talked on this podcast before several times about how I feel like Wayne just kind of got left out of the mix there for a minute. And I don't feel like Drake and Nicki really hold on, I'm trying to find the bar. Just bear with me here. I feel like Wayne, with everything that he's done and everything that he's contributed, I know I said it before, he hasn't been taken care of to me the proper way. So he shouted him out. He said, Doc and jet skis in the Florida Keys. We all grateful for Weezy, but no one more than me.
Man,
I'm glad that he said that. He had another line. He actually had another line here. I think he said where he was like, Wayne passed it off to me. I haven't fell off yet. That shit was hard.
Yeah, man. That's true, bro. This man Wayne said, we gonna be all right if we put Drake on every hug. Like he knew Drake was, he knew when he had Drake, that was a gem. Like a jewel, a gem, whatever. Like he knew, bro. Like he knew Drake was going to be this. And Drake got so big, he got bigger than him. Like
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Drake is what to Wayne is Drake is to Wayne what Kanye is to Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's their biggest, and what 50 Cent was to Eminem. It's just like their biggest investment ever. Like
yeah, and you really have to give a lot of credit to Wayne, man, because he brought Drake and Nicki in when he was at the height of his career and was like, you know what? I'm at the height of my career, but I want y'all to have, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to have some of this too. So I'm gonna just step aside and let y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like that's huge. That's huge. And that's why I like to say that I would like to consider Wayne an icon at this point.
He's an icon, bro. Even if I'm not that gun hold on like all of his music, I know Wayne is an icon. Because just because somebody's an icon or just because I'm not listening to their music on a regular basis, that doesn't take away their icon status. So he's definitely an icon.
100%. Shout out to the legendary Lil Wayne, man. Salute and peace.
Salute.
Look, Drake was on one. He was on one on this. He got me when he said, half the time I gotta ask niggas what their profession is. Usher the generation in. These are where my confessions live. I was like, yo.
Yeah, man. He be getting into that. Like I say, he always get into that introspective bag. He starts to get into that bag, and it's almost he's a top rapper. He's a top MC when he starts to get into that bag.
Yo, he was barring motherfuckers on this goddamn record, man. Like it was some shit. It was, and I agree with you 100% when you say that, because we've had this conversation before as well, where because I truly believe that when Drake is being introspective when it pertains to his life, he has one of the best pens. And I still stick by what I said. If you were to take Kendrick and Cole and Drake and say, I want you to go to the studio, get your producer, whatever producer makes you sound the best, you put Drake in there with 40, and you say, I want you to rap an introspective verse about your life and where you are right now at this point, 400 bars, Drake is coming out with the best verse. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care.
Yep. I think it's gonna be. I think it'll probably be Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
Yeah, I think that Drake is going to come out with the best verse because I think that
And if Drake is on, if Drake is having a bad day, it'll be Kendrick, Drake, Cole.
I can tell you right now, Drake won't have a bad day that day because if he's going in the studio and he has to come out with a better verse than Cole or Kendrick, he's going in there and he's going to be a different Drake that day. Like he's going to be a different fucking Drake. He's going to be a different Drake.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think the reason why I say that he will come out with the best verse is because I just think when Drake is talking about his life, man, I think that's when the best bars come. That's when, man, that's when we get like all of the personal shit that Drake don't normally talk about. And
yeah, man.
I think if we're talking about maybe a storytelling record, I think Kendrick
is winning. But yeah, that introspective bag is different. That because that the storytelling, yeah, no doubt Kendrick is winning out of those three in the storytelling realm.
Yes.
But yeah, it's something about the introspective where I am right now. Because people you can create a story. I mean, you can tell a real story about your life, but that introspective, what's happening now with me, is Drake is just Drake is different.
He's different when it comes to that. And it was bars all over this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when he said, "Yeah, dropped him off at school. Big day for my little man."
Yeah, I remember that line.
Recess hits. Daddy probably made another M. School bell rings and I'm out there to get him again. I was
bruh. It was one line. I think he said, everybody that survived got survivor's guilt. My label got to prove they love me. Got wire mills. My boy kitchen's done. Looking like a flour mill. You niggas facing. Your nigga's face is looking like you drink sour milk. I was like, this nigga is insane.
Fucking bugging.
I was like, why is he rapping like this? Who pissed this man off? Like, he's like, I'm about to show y'all niggas I can rap. Like,
man, look, he was bugging on this whole goddamn verse. And the thing that I like about it is it was like a 4-minute verse. Like Ross rapped for maybe a minute and 30 seconds, and then Drake came in. And I knew he was gonna go off because as soon as Ross's verse was done, the beat stopped and it was quiet. And I was like, oh shit, this nigga about to come in and he about to fucking rape this shit. Like Jesus Lord. Yeah, man. Look, even the part where he was like, these days fame is disconnected from excellence. Yo, like if that's not the truest shit, because he actually had a line in I think it was Dedication 6 over the Family Feud beat, where he was like, it's black excellence when it comes to everybody else, but not for me. It's all goody. So I know that Drake, he's bothered. Like he's 100% bothered by the fact that when we talk about black excellence, he's not included within that. But I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I'm going to play devil's advocate. And I hate to bring Pusha T back up, man. I hate to bring Pusha back into this. But no, Pusha, he had an interview where he was saying that one of his biggest issues with Drake is that he doesn't, and you don't have to speak on politics. You don't have to be conscious. Like we're not asking that of you. But, Pusha T was just like, what have you talked about, in regards to, you're wanting this excellence title, but what have you talked about in your music to get that? What have you done? Like, you don't tell us anything, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. I don't think that, if he's doing things behind the scenes that he's required to tell us that. You're not required to tell us that, but Pusha was just saying like, you don't talk about any of that in your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't hear any of that from you. And then, the blackface picture came and, it was just looking funny. It was looking funny. So, I can tell that Drake is bothered by that, that we don't talk about him when we talk about black excellence enough. But I don't really know if I care about that, because I don't really want Drake rapping conscious. I don't know if I want to hear conscious Drake. Like, I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't know. That's I don't know if that's really Drake's lane. I mean, because with Pusha T, in a sense, I feel Pusha T is somewhat conscious because he tell you the good side and the bad side, and to tell you the bad side of it is you being conscientious of what's going on around you. So I feel like, I mean, but in a sense, everybody is conscious, but I guess it's aware of what their situation is. But at the same time, I know what Pusha T is talking about, but I don't think Drake has to do that because Drake, I say get in where you fit in, you know what I'm saying? And so wherever your lane is, just stay in that lane. If you and you know what? I don't, you know what, I wouldn't even say that because some people they can change their music around to something different and it actually is still good. But I don't know how I don't know how that would make me feel trying to hear a Drake that's talking about social and political things. I don't know how I would feel about that. That's more in the, Most Def, Common, Nas, Andre 3000, Black Thought realm. But I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't feel like Drake has to do that though.
Yeah, I
He doesn't have to do that.
I don't think that he needs to. I mean, I don't know if I don't think I want to hear Conscious Drake, but just like how Lil Baby released a bigger picture, I wouldn't mind if Drake, you know what I'm saying, if he spoke on that. Like, I would like to know.
Nah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, like, I would like to know like what Drake thinks about, Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I
Drake
don't.
is smart. Drake is a smart dude.
Oh, he's very
But
calculated.
he doesn't have to talk about that in his rhymes. But yeah, I would definitely love to know where his stance are on certain things. But I mean, and even if he did want to tell that, I mean, that's his business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, no, he definitely doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. I don't think that that's something that you're required to do in order to be considered. You know how I feel about that. Like, I'm okay with people being private. I live a private life myself, so I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. But I guess he's really bothered by the fact that he's not included in our list of people that we consider as Black excellence, I guess, so to speak. But that's cool. That's cool. I mean, he doesn't have to be considered. I don't think he has to be considered Black excellence because we're looking at him like you're above music at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're above
pretty much.
You're above hip hop music. I don't want to say above music, but above hip hop music at this point.
He's a pop star.
Yeah, he's a pop star.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
But yeah, man, he did a lot of flexing on this goddamn album. The part where he was like, yeah, teacher parent meetings, wives get googly eyed, regardless of what they husbands do to provide. Asking if I know Beyonce.
Bro, he just stunting at that point. Like, he's saying, like, these women see me and like they see me and they married, like, they got a whole man that's providing, but I'm Drake, nigga. Like,
fact.
Like, at this point, he's just like, nigga, I'm just different, period. Like, y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
facts. And then the next part was probably my favorite part of this whole shit when he said, if this is your hobby, then come and meet your maker. Champagne ring bells in the streets of Jamaica. Started at the crib. Look how far the shit'll take you. Ross is sitting on 235 acres.
Hey, yes, I remember that part. You know what's so funny, bro? Bro, Drake is low key, like, he sometimes be getting in his whole bag with the braggadocious rap, bro.
Yes, you've heard me say this several times. I think that Drake learned. He learned this.
Yeah, man.
Specifically what he's doing on this record here.
On this song.
He learned this from Hov.
Because people be talking about how Jay-Z brags too much, but Jay-Z brags well. He does it so well. Because people can rap and brag, but it's something about the way Jay-Z does it. He does it well. Like, he does it where you're like, it grabs your attention. I
I can tell you why it's more compelling when Jay does it. It's because when Jay does it, it's the fucking truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
He got credentials.
It's the truth.
Even with this deal, he just did. Hey, come on now. He can do that.
Yes.
And he can back it up. He's like, I'm not just bragging, nigga. I got it's on paper. Like,
yeah.
It's not a game. This is really my life. Like, I'm not even really bragging. This is really my life. So it's bragging, but I'm not really bragging. I'm really telling y'all what it is.
Yeah. And like I said, man, like in his What's Free verse, when he was like, I ain't got 1 billion streams, but I got $1 billion.
For real. I don't need 1 billion streams. Like, my money. He's like, I don't care who hit 1 billion streams. Like, nigga, my money long. What, like, is they money longer than mine? That hit the 1 billion streams? Or they might have hit the 1 billion streams on my title. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he probably on some, I don't care about 1 billion streams. Y'all niggas can run them streams up. I'm running, my money is up. What you mean? Like,
yeah, I don't give a fuck about them little streams that y'all be talking about. No, y'all, you're gonna get me going all day on Jay, but
I'm just saying but I can hear that in Drake, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to go off on a tangent on, with Jay, but I'm just saying I hear that the way he's bragging, he can back up his bragging, and it's Jay-Z. He learned that from Jay. You can hear it.
Yeah, man.
In this song specifically, you can hear it.
Yeah, before we get off of Jay though, I want to go back to that What's Free verse, because that verse is just so fucking cold. That verse is just so cold. He had the line there where he said, what he said? He said, y'all niggas ain't near free. Enjoy your change. What's your employer's name with the hairpiece? I was like, oh my God. Y'all niggas ain't near free. Enjoy your little chains. What's your employer's name with the hairpiece?
Yo, Nair.
Y'all are trying to tell me that Jay-Z can't rap?
Nair,
bro. Trying to tell me this?
Nair.
Like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the line at the end where he was like,
he's an underrated lyricist. He's underrated as a lyricist.
Said, on God, this is all improv. Sign I fell? Hell no. Like,
bruh,
on God, this is all improv. Sign I fell? Hell no. Seinfeld, improv.
Yes, Seinfeld. Yes, bro.
No, that's what he said. He said, on God, this is all improv, no comedy. Sign I failed? Hell no.
That's crazy, bro.
And
by the way, hell no. That's
by
crazy.
the way, let me just tell you right now, when the What's Free verse came out, this is a 50-year-old Jay-Z.
Bro, he's always been an underrated lyricist, because people don't usually put him in the lyricist. They just be like, he's one of the greatest rappers. But as a lyricist, he's underrated.
Fam,
he's underrated as a lyricist.
But yeah, man, I'm sorry. Y'all know I get excited when we talk Jay. You know,
yeah, man.
I was going off on a tangent here. But no, I agree with you 100%. Drake, he definitely is a student, you know, when it comes to
it is, man.
You know, even when, you know, you go back to the what was the record on Dark Lane demo tapes where he was rapping over the Song Cry sample? Say what's when, or when to say when.
When to say I think when to say when. Yeah.
Even that, man, like that shit was ridiculous. Like when Drake gets into his, like, I'm a rapper sample bag. I got the beautiful woman in the background singing on the vocals. I'm finna give y'all 300 bars. Like he's about to fucking snap.
Yep.
But
straight up.
One thing that I did want to say was a ghostwriter can't write this. Like a ghostwriter.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't feel, that's why I said I feel like Drake is writing, because that to get into that introspective bag about picking up his son, like who's really writing that? You know what I'm saying? Who's writing that outside of him? That just sounds too much. It's like somebody is too deep into his life if they writing that. You know, like you know what I'm saying. I don't feel like nobody is writing that for him.
Yeah, man.
And it's just certain lyrics. You know, somebody is just writing. Like it makes me even think about the Weeknd. Was the song called Kissland? I think it was. And it was like you could hear in the lyrics because he said, "I got a brand new place. I think I seen it twice all year." Like, and he said, from seeing the whole world in just 12 months. Like, he's like, "I've never been nowhere, but I just seen the whole world in 12 months." Like, you can hear the lyrics where it's just like, this is really the life that they live in. He's like, "I hadn't been nowhere, but when I became the Weeknd, I saw the whole world in 12 months." It's just certain lyrics you can hear that people are writing and nobody's writing that. Because I'm like, if somebody's writing that, that means they there with this person 24/7 and ain't nobody, nah.
Yeah,
He's writing this. He has to be.
yeah. Yeah, and again, you know, I never subscribed myself to that whole narrative that Drake has ghostwriters. We're not even going to get back into that. But no, I definitely don't think that there's somebody that's writing this for him. I definitely think that this is all his pen. And you know, again, lyrically, when it comes to him being introspective, man, he's one of the nicest in mainstream hip hop. And you know, I salute to Drake, man. I salute to Drake because you know he's been in it for 10 years plus.
This man's a legend, bro.
Yeah, he
ain't gotta drop no more music. He dropped one more album. Like, all right, niggas, I'm done.
Yeah, 100%.
He's solidified to have a run that long, and you don't fall off unless you want to fall off. That's really Drake. Like, he has that type of power. Like Beyonce, Rihanna, they just got that type of power. They fall off if they want to fall off.
Yeah, man. And I think that you know what I think? I think he should just go ahead and drop it as a surprise album. Because I think Drake has yet
he got that power. He got that surprise drop that album that day power. He has that. He can just, like, if he dropped it at midnight, it's just gonna do numbers. He can do that.
100%.
Everybody can't do a surprise drop album. Drake can do it. Beyonce can do it. Rihanna can do it. Like, it's just certain people that can do. Kendrick can do it. It's just certain people that can do it. Everybody can't do that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%. I agree. He should just go ahead and drop it as a surprise project, man. And you know, don't even give us a date.
Yeah,
I'm excited. All I can say is I'm excited. I'm now really ready for this album. Like, I'm really ready to be a Certified Lover Boy, man. I'm excited. If he's gonna be doing this kind of rapping on there, then yeah, man, I think we're in for something great. And you know, yeah, man, it's a big year. It's a big year for music, man. We got some shit. Coming, man. Salute to Drake, man. Salute to Drake. Man. Scary Hours 2 EP, man. Y'all go check that shit out if you haven't already, which I don't if you haven't, then I don't know what the hell you're doing.
What are you doing? What are you really doing?
Yeah, I clicked on it as soon as I saw it and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be some shit.
Yep. For sure.
Salute to Drake, man. We're ready. We're ready.
For sure.
Hove, man, I want to close this out with Hove. I know I feel like we talk about Jay-Z every goddamn episode. To be honest. You know,
nah, I love Jay, man. I love talking about Jay.
Hove, man. He continues to be the blueprint for just
success. Black excellence. Black success.
Success and black excellence, man. It's insane. He is such a visionary when it comes to just business and investing and just making the right moves, you know, seeing when something is going to be of value way before anybody else sees it. You know, he just made 2 major moves, you know, within the last week. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Ace of Spades, he managed to do a partnership with that where he made, you know, I think 200 M's or something like that. But I really wanted to get into the title deal. because this was kind of interesting to me. Him giving selling some of the rights to Title. For the people that don't know, back in 20 when did Title first come out? 2014, 2015, I think.
It seemed like it wasn't that long after Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Yeah, it was probably 2014.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
2014. For the people that don't know, Tidal was actually started from a streaming service that Jay invested in, and he basically revamped it. So he invested, I think around the time they had put out the article, I think it was like 50 something million or something like that he invested in it. He revamped it, turned it into a platform where he was trying to make sure that artists would actually get the proper amount of compensation for their creations. And I remember when that whole weird rollout for it came out, when they did the video and it was like Beyonce and Kanye and Cole and Marshmello and Nicki Minaj and Madonna all standing on the stage together. It looked like
Usher, Kanye came on the stage. It was just a row of superstars.
It looked like a big fucking Illuminati meeting.
What does an Illuminati meeting look like?
I know, right? That's crazy. That's crazy that I said that. What the fuck does an Illuminati It definitely looks like that. It definitely looks like that. Because that shit looked awkward as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
When I saw it, I was just like, these are like huge superstars. This is Beyonce on the stage, Usher on the stage.
I think
Kanye's on the stage.
Yeah, I think the reason why it looked weird is because
Rihanna, I think, was out there.
Rihanna was there.
That's like the biggest stars in the world. Like,
yeah, none of them looked like they wanted to be there. That's why I thought it was weird. Like they was
all lined up. I was like, yo.
So if anybody knows what I'm talking about, go look at the way J. Cole is looking when he's standing there. He looks like, where the fuck am I at? Like,
I don't know, but I low-key wish I could have been in that room to see Kanye, Beyonce, Rihanna, Jay-Z, like Usher. Like, these are like the biggest artists like in the world.
Madonna, I think.
Like Madonna, bro.
I think even Daft Punk was. No, I wasn't. I don't think Daft Punk was there. I'm tripping.
I don't know. I just remember that line. I remember watching that. That was a long line of just superstars, and I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen. I mean, besides like the Oscars and the Grammys, but I don't think I've ever seen this many stars lined up next to each other.
Yeah.
Just like for Title, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but he invested in a streaming service that wasn't popular, I think, at the time, and kind of revamped it and turned it into Tidal, made it a platform that artists could benefit off of, and a lot of people were trying to figure out, was this a failed attempt? Because while he did manage to partner with a lot of different artists to bring exclusive content to Tidal, it didn't really seem like it was that exclusive, because it was still dealing with record labels and exclusivity with record labels and stuff like that. So it was still like a barrier there, so to speak. And artists, of course, are still not getting compensated what they should be for their work. So a lot of people were kind of just like, this is Jay trying to smoke and mirror some shit and make it seem like this is some amazing thing, when in reality it's not. And I'm not gonna lie, like I have Tidal, and as a consumer, it's a great way to consume music. I think the quality and all that is good, and when albums come out, it goes straight there. But a lot of people didn't like the fact that even Jay, like when he dropped 444, and Beyonce would drop music, it's supposed to be exclusively for Tidal, and it would be exclusively on Tidal, but then a week later it would be on Spotify or Apple because everybody goes to
To
Spotify and Apple.
those streams. Yeah, they go to
Those
those streaming apps.
Right. Those are the major platforms, and I honestly think one of the biggest things that I noticed in the beginning that was going to be an issue for Tidal is the price. You know,
Yeah.
people already don't want to pay, 19.99 a month for a streaming service. I think it's 19.99 a month. I haven't even really checked, to be honest with you, because we pay for it, but we just have it like automatically. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how much anymore. But I think it's like 19.99 a month, and then you can pay like 29.99 a month for like other exclusive content or something like that. So people obviously are going to go to Spotify and Apple. You know what I'm saying? So people had issues with that. They were like, why are you putting it on the competitor? And you know what I'm saying? I mean, it makes sense because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where people are going to go stream their music at is Spotify and Apple. So he partnered with Jack Dorsey, who is the CEO of Twitter. He's a
that's
CEO
crazy,
of Twitter, and he partnered with one of his companies, Square, I think, which is a company where they kind of promote different like payment services and shit like that. And I guess what they're trying to do is they're trying to figure out ways to better compensate artists for their work, which is the whole point.
Yeah.
To begin with, to make sure that these artists are getting paid like they're supposed to do. But it's just crazy to think that, Jay started this platform and invested 50 million into it, and now he's making 300 million. You know what I'm saying, from this partnership. Like it's crazy,
man.
Like
it just insane. Keeps stunting, man. This is crazy.
It's insane, and it does leave the question. I mean, at the end of the day, Jay is a smart businessman. This is something that I've wanted to talk about for a while. Someone of Jay's stature, right? This is going to sound wrong, but at the end of the day, business is business. I think in order for you to get to Jay's stature, in order for you to get to Diddy, Dr. Dre, sometimes you have to, because I think a lot of people criticize Jay for just being someone who's after the money. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to do this and get over on people so I can invest or like sell and make 300 M's or whatever the case is. But I think sometimes, man, when you get to Jay's status, I mean, at the end of the day, business is business. It goes back to him selling the rights of Rockefeller to him and breaking up, the partnership that him, Dame, and Biggs had, and it's just one of those things, man. Like at the end of the day, business is business, man. Business is business, and a lot of people are gonna be upset with your business decisions, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Hey, man,
it is what it is, and
all good things got to come to an ending. You know what I'm saying? So, and eventually, and I feel like eventually it's gonna come to that point where Jay-Z, he's gonna want to, he's gonna own stuff, but at the same time, he probably don't even really want to. It's certain things he's just like, I don't really want to deal with. I just want to. I'm gonna just sell this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think people kind of question his integrity of, because the whole promotion of Tidal was, we're going to make sure that the artists get paid what they're supposed to get paid. And while Tidal was, at its peak, if there was ever a peak for Tidal, I mean, artists weren't getting paid what, they were supposed to get paid. So people are kind of questioning, like, did you ever really care about that to begin with? And at the end of the day, I mean, I like we always say, man, one man can't get the job done on his own.
Yeah, man, for real.
And I think him partnering up with Jack Dorsey is great. You know what I'm saying? I think that this is him sort of leveraging, his what he owns that title. And I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be interesting to see. I'm always down for people who are trying to help the artist, because right now, man, the way things are going in the music industry, it's not.
And the crazy thing, now it streams and it was, like doing shows, and right now people can't do shows, and so that has definitely slowed some things down for artists. So it's a crazy time right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But salute to the icon, man. Salute to
Yeah,
Jay,
man.
making big business moves, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come. He's wanting to make sure that the next 10 generations of his family are taken care of.
Oh man, they will be.
Yeah, man. 100%. Yeah, man. Salute to Jay, man. That's an icon right there. That's an icon living. I just wanted to talk about that, man, because Tidal, these artists need to, I don't know, we need to figure something out. Something needs to be figured out, because the only artists that benefit off of streams, and I want y'all to know this, like the only artists that benefit off of streams are A-list artists. So we're talking Drake, we're talking Ariana Grande,
yeah,
we're talking Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, you know that you know Justin Bieber raking in money.
Yeah, man, we're talking Beyonce. Like only the A-list artists are the ones that are benefiting off of these streams. You know what I'm saying? And
yep,
these artists, man, there is, and right now, being in the middle of a pandemic, like how you just said, artists can't go on tour right now. Like it's bad. Like it's
as
bad.
I said, that was like shows were a lot of artists' bread and butter. Like that's where they made their income. Like, I mean, they make it, somewhat on streams, but they ain't making, like you just said, like the Beyoncés, the Rihannas, the Drakes, Justin Biebers, the Ariana Grandes, the Jay-Z's, the Kanye's. Like they not making money like they are. They getting bits and they getting some money, but it ain't these huge. It probably ain't these huge paychecks that they're getting. So a lot of these artists, their bread and butter is live shows. Like, so, that was their money.
Yeah, because we got to get to a place where, and it's coming. It's, don't get me wrong, it's coming. Like there's gonna be a time when labels are no longer going to be needed, and the direction that we're going with streaming, Apple and Spotify, they're going to be the labels.
Yeah, man.
They're going to be the labels. There's going to be divisions, departments, whatever you want to call it, at for Apple and Spotify, and they're going to be, that's where the artists are going to go. The artists are going to be like, you know what, I'm going to go do a fucking deal with Apple. I'm not going to go to fucking Warner Bros. Or fucking whatever the other, whatever the fucking labels are, Warner Bros. And Sony, and you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna have to do that. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna have to sign over half of our life and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get to a place where, because I always think all the time, I think every Black person, man, has wanted to rap at some point in their life. I've written raps before.
I got raps written. I got some poems written.
Yeah, man. We
Y'all will hear it one day, eventually.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, man, it's coming.
We've all wanted to rap before, but I have no desire to rap and be in the music industry. Like, I have no desire.
Nah. No, bro. Like, no lie. Whenever I do drop music, I might drop like 2 projects and be like, all right. Like, no lie. Like, I might be like, this was something that I just always wanted to put out, and then I might be like, I'm just putting this out because I wanted to put something out one day. But after that, probably after like 2, maybe like 3 max, and I'll be like, all right, I'm done. It might be like a mixtape, an EP, and then an album. I'll be like, all right, now I'm done. Like, but yeah, I have no desire to be like, just to be a constant artist. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing something like that in like the realm of like poetry or something, but just to be a rapper, just constantly, like, because if like I was just saying, if I actually did do music, I would take the music serious. But after I would be done with it, I would not try to be on some I'm committing to being a rapper for like 10 plus years type of thing. It'll be just like whenever I do release the music, it'll be I was really putting something into the music, but I wouldn't try to commit to being a rapper after that. After I would be done, I would be on some Childish Gambino, Lauryn Hill type stuff. To be in this for a long time type of thing, nah, I don't think I would be that. Like try to be that.
Yeah, and this is no disrespect to all the aspiring rappers out there. We know some dope MCs that are currently doing it right now within the city.
Hmm.
This is no disrespect to any aspiring rappers, but I don't know why y'all want that headache. I don't know why y'all want that headache, man. Dealing with labels and all that kind of shit. Like I don't even
I don't want those problems. I really don't. I don't want that
at all.
Yeah, man.
But no, man, look, pretty soon things are going to be different where, artists aren't going to have to rely on labels anymore. They're not going to have to rely on budgets and fucking advances and all this fucking bullshit from the music industry, from a bunch of fucking culture vulture motherfuckers who don't care about hip hop and where these artists come from. So pretty soon we're going to get to a place where
these labels are banks, bro.
No, that's facts.
They banks, and
that's facts. And y'all are forever in debt with these
man.
So yeah, man. Salute to Jay, man. Out here showing niggas how it's done. Out here showing niggas how it needs to be done. Salute to Hove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That's pretty much it on my end. Did we forget anything?
No, it's everything I can pretty much think of.
All right, man. Well, look, we appreciate y'all for pulling up to episode 47 of the TNT podcast. We do have a surprise for you guys. We have a special guest on the next episode, so I'm excited.
Can't yes, wait sir.
To do that. But yeah, man, thank y'all for pulling up to episode 47.
Yes, sir. And we out of here.